You gotta choose.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Up past the 30, second down coming up. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mond going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Mond looks to throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mond trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 43. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Garrett Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. but coaches often hedge their bets too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Back to throw here. And complete to Drake London. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Hit by Ronnie Harrison. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And some space here. There he goes, right side. 20, 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 90 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Mond's throw caught by Olave. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Mond out of the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. David Onyemata. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now Landry. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mond now off of play action. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Throwing on 2nd down. Mond. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 5. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Rolling to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tershawn Wharton, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Mond. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Now Mond.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Here's Mond.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, Mond.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They go play action here. Mond.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
From the gun, here's Mond.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one taken in by Olave.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mond going to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll set up to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Ritter will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, here's Mond.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The slot man in motion right.
They'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Mond looks to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Joe Reed returning.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the...
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now, going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Saints, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.